All right, folks. Less than 15 hours after we crowned our series champion, Mike Carroll, we are back on the East Coast for the team owner voted All-Star location venue, Daytona Motor Speedway. We're here for the All-Star Open. To start things off this afternoon, thank you all for tuning in on a beautiful Wednesday. It's gonna be a crazy stream with how tight these guys race in these packs. So I'll break down the format for you guys. The top three from the Open will transfer on to the All-Star race. There are currently 20 drivers in the All-Star race, so that'll bring us to a grand total of 23 trucks. Open's going to be about 20 laps. I've set the tire wear and fuel wear down to 1, so there shouldn't be any pit stops in this race. However, the All-Star race will have at least one pit stop. So, we got 18 trucks in the Open here, battling for the top 3. Yeah, we got Hughes Motorsports all locked into the All-Star race. We got Matitude Motors all locked into the All-Star race. Everybody's guaranteed to make one appearance in the All-Star, every team owner, sorry. So you'll all have a horse to cheer for in the big event. But for this one, we just got the guys that have been unlucky enough to not secure a win, or yeah, I guess a win, because all the team owners are in. So you can see the full list here. We got George Gallagher, Chris Green, Brody Walker, Keegan Love Jr., Turner Woodward, Jose Hernandez, Daniel Banks, Trip Chase, Andrew McAvoy. Chris McRae is probably the most shocking entry on this list for me. Paul Erickson, John Jacobs, Charles Baker, Billy Sharp, and Liam Tanner and Sean Cohen. I think I missed somebody. Oh, Francisco Guerrero, of course. How could I miss my boy Francisco? All right, so without further ado, folks, we're gonna jump into qualifying and see where things are gonna line up. Not like it really makes a huge difference or not for this race, but you know what? Pole is a pole, and our boy Francisco gets the pole. You can see my ticket working right now yet again, folks. Apologies, I will fix that. All right, I think it should be okay now. I don't see anything. Stand by, please. I'm just going to relaunch the ticker. There she blows. Okay, let's get into it.
Drivers, to your cars.
So, like I said, 20 laps. It's all or nothing. No stages, none of that nonsense, no pit stops. It's going to be just these 18 drivers battling for the top 3 spots. Let's see what happens. Of course, we got all the eligible All-Star trucks on the sidelines. They're all in their RVs and hotel rooms just watching this one, see how things develop. We are green flag racing now for the Open. There is no money on the line for this race. It is just basically to see who advances. See Keegan Love Jr. still in that sponsorless 96 car. They have signed a sponsor, but they haven't wrapped the truck yet, so Sir Jess Hanna will be working on that tirelessly over the off season. That highline moving pretty good already. As McAvoy takes the point. That Burger King Toyota Tundra. We're already 3 wide. We're not even a lap in it yet. This is going to be like this the entire way, folks. If, God forbid, the big one happens in this one. See a lot of rep cars for nothing. Yeah, we should charge Avalanche Territory Racing for a paint job, shouldn't we? Long overdue. See, we're just gonna keep rotating the leader the entire way, and it's just gonna be pretty much a raffle. If your driver's in the top 3 right about here, I'd say you're looking pretty good. On lap 20, of course. This is going to be a close finish, I can already tell. The All-Star race is going to be just absolute crazy. Juan Ramirez looking low. He had a pretty disappointing season. Fared a little better than his teammate John Jacobs in that 89 truck, but they're certainly going to be on the cut line if they return next season. We'll see. As the silly season will probably open tomorrow. We'll expect some driver changes. I will post the drivers list tonight. I'm just working on updating all the ratings from the previous season. Once I finish that, I'll post a Google Sheets document on the Discord so you guys can all view a live look at the driver market, and I'll give you guys an explanation on what you're looking at when I post it. But it's quite extensive. It's a little overwhelming even for me, and I've been looking at it for a couple months now. It's a lot of drivers. Say I think 163 or 64 drivers, so it's quite long. See, Chris McRae looking for his first series win. Came so close so many times this season. He was just an overall solid performer. I am absolutely flabbergasted as to why he's in this race. He had a great season. Nearly lost his seat. I'm not sure if it was due to performance or what. Maybe just wanted to go back to drag racing, but yeah, he decided to stay with us, and I'm glad he did, because he had a solid playoff run. I think he made it to the round of 8. So kudos to him and Greg Shetner for working something out and keeping that talent in the series for at least the rest of the season. As you can see, find the 21 truck in here somewhere in this chaos. I don't even see him. Ah, right there. The blue and red Chevy on that outside line there. Liam is back. His brother Jeff Tanner substituted for the remaining, I want to say like 3 or 4 races. And Liam's back from his recoveries. Healthier than ever. And, he had a fairly good season going up until that point at Texas where just got... I think he just rammed into another truck, causing severe injuries, but thankfully his brother Jeff was able to fill in for him and actually produced a solid couple runs. Nothing to write home about, but you know, it just did a solid job as a substitute driver and brought the truck home in one piece for the most part. Liam is back, folks. He wants to get into that all-star race. Of course, it's going to work just like the exhibition races, so if you have 1 truck or 3 trucks, you're still going to have the same amount of chances to get some prize money. It's just that you'll have more horses in the race, which increases the odds, I suppose, of a better finish. So if you finish first, it's going to be double prize money today. It'll be 100 grand in one team's pocket. Sure, that'll be enough to buy an Xfinity ride if some teams are borderline debating it. That's a free car. You want to use it toward that, or maybe just use it toward upgrades on your truck and see what you can do next season with 100 grand worth of upgrades. See John Jacobs now up front. That Rabbit Hole Records entry. Man, this is super close. Whole field is less than half a second together. That's wild. Chase now taking the lead in that Plan B sales Toyota. He had some good runs this season. Couldn't put it all together. Paul Erickson. Strong performer near the end of the season. He had some good runs. Teammate right behind him in that roofclaim.com Chevrolet. That would be George Gallagher. Couple teammates in this race. At the 41 and the 31 now linked up, and we got the 24 and 89 trucks. We got the 42 and 91. Who else we got? We got the 99 and the 7. And the 28 and the 21 truck are teammates, as well as the 23 and the 13. And the 92 and 96. And we got the 80 and the 25. So quite a few teammates out here. Couple of single truck entries as well. At the 7... Oh, sorry. The 6 truck. Oh, I apologize. No, the 6 is with the... Hold on, I gotta check my notes here. Oh yeah, so the 6 truck is by himself. Aiden Wright and obviously Carlos Perez have won races this season, so he's out there solo. And we got the 4 truck is out there by himself as well. His 2 teammates have won races. So maybe they can team up. They run for the same manufacturer. See some team grouping shortly. Got about 8 laps to go now. That very fast helicopter running at 200 miles an hour, just keeping up with these trucks. Some onboard shots. Moving super close. Gotta stay close up to that draft. Great onboard shots. Too much change in RPM, as you can tell on from the straightaways to the turns. These guys are running full bore the entire way around this track. So now Con Cohen is taking the lead. Whole pack is just still bunched together. A little bit more spread out. Now we're 0.6 seconds from first to last. Are we gonna see a big one close to the end of this, or are we gonna see a nice clean finish? I don't know. Guys are running very close together. Chris McRae dives to the inside. You could be running last on lap 19 and you could win the whole thing. So we just got to wait and see how their hands play out. Sean Cohen still keeping the lead for another lap. McRae taking that lead now on the bottom line with Juan Ramirez and Brody Walker helping him behind. But Chris McRae got a little shuffled back there. Went high and Juan took the point again. Very close racing. Not as close as it was a few laps ago, so maybe they're kind of just reshuffling and seeing what plays out for them. But honestly, I would want to be on the low line on the last lap. Your chances will be the best. You've seen it. 2 Daytona races already. Once you go to that high line, it doesn't seem to work out on those turns. The straights are fine, but you just need more help on that high line. Completing lap 16 now. 4 laps to go. Who's gonna take it? Paul Erickson out in front now. Seen a few regulars who have taken the lead at this point now, so we wouldn't be surprised if we saw them out front at the right time. But it's all going to come down to some luck. Juan Ramirez back out front. He rebounded nicely from getting shuffled up high the last time. Here comes Andrew McAvoy down low with Jose Hernandez and our boy bull sitter Francisco Guerrero pushing. And looks like he's going to get shuffled quickly. Jose Hernandez out to the lead now. 3 laps to go. All right. Francisco back out front. Now we got George Gallagher looking low on the low side with Billy Sharp pushing him and Trip Chase behind him. So now is a good time to get sorted on the bottom line. I would say the last car there, John Jacobs, is setting up for a solid result if you can keep that low. 2 laps to go now. Things are starting to heat up. Billy Sharp take the point. Brody Walker nudges his way up front. Turner Woodward, the rookie, right behind him with Liam Tanner. Looking for a strong result in his first race back from injury. Here we go, final lap, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Turner Woodward. Up front, Liam Tanner, John Jacobs, and Keegan Love Jr. all on the bottom with his teammate Daniel Banks. All there. We're just going to watch the bottom here, folks, because I think we might see the winner come from there. Turner Woodward just getting shuffled back too early now. Here comes Liam Tanner. John Jacobs looking low. And it's going to be a race to the finish. For third place, who's going to get third place? It's going to be John Jacobs, Liam Tanner, and Keegan Love Jr. advancing to the All-Star race. Wow. Super close. Congratulations to those 3 trucks. They'll be going onto the show to win their team some cash. Alright, so not bad for GMS Motorsports, Jarvie Motorsports, and Avalanche Territory Racing. They just got an extra ticket in the lottery to win the next race. Not a bad effort. Of course, last place finishing 0.66 seconds behind, so it was very close the entire way. But those are our 3 that will advance. Trip Chase just missing out by 0.03 of a second. Not even 0.03 of a second. Harvey Motorsports getting 2 in a row, that is right, but no money for this one, so it's irrelevant. Yeah, that's true. Grubb's getting snubbed on those extra laps. I like those 19-lap Daytona races. It sounds so much better than 20. Alright, folks, I am going to re-rack and shuffle up the All-Star race entry list and add these 3 drivers so we can get our All-Star lineup set to go. So give me 1 or 2 minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now with the 3 added members of the Open winners, or the Open added. So let's go through the entry list. We got in the number 1 Speedco Chevrolet Vince Curtis, number 2 Championship 4 contender Tristan Grace, number 3 in that 3M Chevy Matt Moss, number 5 of Daniel Baker. We got the number 9 entry of Alex Jarvie, 18 Toyota Tundra of Aiden Wright, the number 20 Tide Silverado of Wayne King, and Open Top 3 winner Liam Tanner in that Chevrolet in his return from injury. Excellent race we just saw from him. Number 26 Toyota TRD sponsored Toyota Tundra of Hope Torres. The 29 Ford Performance F-150 of Jess Hanna. The number 30 Chevy Silverado Caterpillar sponsored truck by Casey Weber. Number 33 Monster Energy Ford F-150 of Dave Grubb. 43 Chevy Silverado O'Reilly Auto Parts driven by Greg Shetner. The 48 Loves Chevy Silverado driven by Lily Holmes. And our inaugural series truck champion Mike Carroll in that Little Caesars Pizza Toyota Tundra. The 69 Select Blinds Toyota Tundra of Catalina Schwartz, our other Championship 4 contender. The 82 iRacing Ford F-150 driven by Keith Hughes. Zach Shaw in the 83. Oh, I forgot. Zach Shaw sponsored by Rackley Roofing Ford F-150. I almost got through the whole thing. The 84 Ford F-150 sponsored by Tenda, driven by Virginia Brock. The 85 Toyota Tundra, I'm going to cheat again, Ace Hardware, driven by Vladimir Makarov. The 89 Chevy Silverado, sponsored by Rabbit Hole Records, driven by John Jacobs. The 93 Napa Toyota Tundra, driven by Carlos Perez. And I believe the 96 is sponsored by Polar Bear Coolers. Although we don't know because it's not wrapped. Driven by Keegan Love Jr. Oh, I got so close. Well, I cheated on 2 guys. I'm so sorry, but I almost got through it. I didn't make notes for all the truck sponsors. Alright, so practice is just wrapping up. You see Keegan Love is leaving, or picking up where he left off in the Open. Right up front on the standings for practice. Let's see who's going to get the pole for the All-Star race.
Drivers, to your car.
Liam Tanner. Looks like the Open guys are on the advantage. Very fast. Greg Shetner, teammate alongside, so those GMS Motorsport Chevys are quick tonight. Keegan Love, again, another Open driver, getting 3rd place. Aiden Wright on the outside 2nd row, and Wayne King inside 3rd row, rounding out your top 5. The whole field was separated by nearly a second, so quite a gap there between speed.
Drivers, to your cars.
Let's do it, folks. Any bets in the comments on who's going to take it tonight? Of course, the winner getting $100,000. Sponsored by Mondays of Thunder. Can only be used for online purposes only. Not legal tender. We got the 2 GMS Motorsports on the outside. They were very quick in qualifying. Toyotas haven't been as strong on the super speedways as the Fords and the Chevys. This could be their Achilles heel. Of course, if we went to Darlington, it might have been a different story. Yes, you're just joining in time for the All-Star race. Your boy, Keegan Love Jr., finished in the top 3 in the Open, so he is through. You missed that. We had John Jacobs in the Jarvie Motorsports entry winning, followed by Liam Tanner making his return from injury, finishing second and now getting pole in the All-Star race, and Keegan Love Jr. getting the final transfer position, and he's starting on the inside second row. Banks, I'm not sure, but he wasn't top 3. I think he might have been close behind Keegan Love, so he was probably fairly close to the transfer line. I'd say top 5, but that's just a guess. They were all very close to the line. Here we go. 50 laps in the All-Star race. Remember, I have set everything to 1x wear. So we should see pit stops around lap 30 if there isn't a caution before then. Gonna be close racing for nearly 50 laps. It's a 23 car field. Anything can happen. Liam Tanner getting a good start, but looks like Keegan gonna take that low line. We saw it was very strong in the Open. Team owner Greg Shetner getting a power move on the outside, taking the lead now. Laps led does not matter. All you need to do is lead lap 50 and you're in the money. And oh no, Wayne King, the only entry for WK Racing, already down pit lane. Again, we saw this at Phoenix yesterday. Oh, that is, pardon my French, fucking brutal. Not sure what's going on here, but if you can get out quickly enough, maybe you'll stay on the lead lap and get a quick yellow. I'm not sure what that was for. That's not a great start for that 20 team. Of course, he's the only entry for his team in the field, so that's not going to be great. See Greg Shetner leading the first 2 laps now. Aiden Wright going low in that champion Toyota Tundra. Yeah, this is a strategy I don't like from the 20 team. Yesterday I was fully on board and committed with that strategy as well, but today I'm not liking it. Let's see how far back you are from the field. Of course, they'll be going much slower without draft assistance. Clocked in at 42 seconds behind the leader. They're doing about 48. So he's in the picture there. You can see he's about 6 seconds ahead of this pack. Will get swallowed up in probably 1 or 2 laps at most. The crew strategy is a thing here, folks, so this is something that happens if your pit crew strategist is randomized at 70. It can happen. It happened to me at Daytona in the first race. So we saw. See Alex Jarvie now looking on the low side. John Jacobs, winner of the Open, leading that last lap, but just. And Alex Jarvie looks at lead for a little bit. Danielle Baker can. That's fine too. Guys run very hard at the start of these things, and then Hopefully things will start to slow down and calm down a little bit as the stint goes on, but it'll be very hard racing for 30 laps. Yeah, in the words of Larry Mack, I think I would have not pitted there. See a nice big field here for the All-Star race. 23 cars in it. That 20 car now gets caught up by the pack. See how things shape up once he comes in. For the most part, not racing 3x3 in that lead pack, except for now the leader. And now things are going to be 3 wide all the way through. Tristan Grace was spotted in a Hilton last night. Don't need to repeat the actions of what potentially happened or didn't happen in the room, but let's just say he's probably operating at a slower rate than most of us this afternoon. I just realized the ticker is not working. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna pause the race real quick and we'll get that loaded. Ooh, that's not good. Don't think it's gonna work because I have to close the game. Wonder if I save it, will it work? I restart the game. Does anyone know if I save this, will it pick up where I left off or no? I don't think so. Might have to do a tickerless race here, folks. I think it kind of got messed up when I restarted the game. Uh-oh. I don't want to be that guy. You know who I'm talking about. I think this is a very amateur move. Try one more time. Shoot. Alright. I don't think we got a ticker. No ticker this time, folks. I apologize. I will turn that off. I will keep you updated. I mean, we can see most of the field in the picture anyway. Sorry about that. Didn't really pay attention when we started. I mean, if you guys want, we can just do 40 laps. Just do a quick restart. Yeah, I know, Jess. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but you just do 40 laps. We should still, I mean, realistically, nothing really is gonna change here. I will save qualifying. Will, with the integrity move, say no restart, even though he has the most to gain. I think for the spirit of the All-Star race, I might just do a restart with 40. Keep things close. Everyone's saying leave it though. I mean, if there was going to be a restart at any track or any race, this would be the one. Waiting to hear from team owner Dave Grubb on his thoughts. Just saw Dave Krupp's comment. Seemed to be Father Christian Grace. Oh, Dave, you're always funny in the comments. Oh, that cracked me up. Well, I'll make this official if we can pass the lap 10 mark. You guys have half a lap to make up your minds. Let me know what you want to do. And it's going. Gone. Alright. The restart it is. Stay the course, Mike says. Onwards. Here we go. Mike Carroll to the lead. With Casey Weber pushing him behind. Ah, sorry, Jess, we passed the line. No more restarts. Stay the course. Here we go, Casey Weber now up front, the new guy. Caterpillar primary sponsor with some snap-on in the truck bed right there. To lead his first laps in this series. So while we have about 15 laps or so before our first pit stops. Yeah, so like I said in the open, for those who missed it, I'm going to post the drivers list tonight. Just working on updating the ratings for the previous season for all the drivers that participated. So how it's going to work is every driver on that list has their age, their name, how much they cost per race. I've incorporated their overall ratings in a letter format grading system with their potential. But let me just tell you a tip here, folks. The potential is literally just based on their age and how many years they have left, basically before they retire and whatnot. So, I mean, potential is just basically their age kind of broken down into a letter format. And what will be available for you guys to view besides their overall skill, you will see their best driver category with a letter format to show you where they are kind of on the spectrum, and their worst one with the same letter format. So those are the things you'll be able to see, the info. You'll see their years of experience as well, but I've just added that just to keep me in the loop of who's going to be a rookie and whatnot for each series. Yeah, so your drivers will be on there as well, with the same thing as the fictional ones. So when I present this list to you, each driver has a DIN number, which is a DIN, so it's a driver identification number. So if you guys want to pick up a driver from the list, you just give me their DIN number and ideally the name, just in case there's any discrepancies, if you want to add them, and that way I can easily locate them in the index and I'll add them onto your team that way. As I said yesterday, we'll be doing kind of a snake draft based on reverse team points for the Truck Series and Xfinity Series. We'll just do, I guess, maybe like a randomizer, or do the same for the team points. It's going to work similar. So if you finished 14th, I believe Weber Racing, obviously because they just joined, will have the first pick. If they want to expand their truck team, they will have the first pick to take a driver that is available for their truck team or Xfinity, if they have enough to move up to Xfinity. And then we'll just go up the list from 14, 13, 12 onwards. When we get to the number 1 team, which was Hughes Motorsports, we'll give him 2 picks in a row. So it'll be Hughes Motorsports gets 2 picks if they need it. And then we'll go down the list. So that's kind of how a snake draft works. For those who don't participate in fantasy sports, it is the most fair way to do things, with a slight advantage going to the lower team. But, you know, they get one good driver and then maybe not so much a superior second driver. So I will post that tonight. We'll commence the snake draft tomorrow. I need you guys to tell me if you want to re-rack your ratings for your owner drivers, not any other drivers, obviously, just your owner drivers. We're going to re-rack the 4 resource points. So if you have 4 resource points you want to relocate and shuffle somewhere else, we'll allow that for this season only. So yeah, get that into me and your team channel sooner rather than later if possible, so I can update all the ratings accordingly before I post this driver list. And then tomorrow, if everyone is ready, we will do our snake draft. I will post who is going to get which pick in which order by round. And yeah, so just let me know if any drivers are getting released after I post this list. We can, you know, you can work with that. And then tell me how many Xfinity cars you want as well in your team channel, so I can start adding those in. And then once the truck draft is finished, we will have our Xfinity draft. Yes. Was I saying resource? I assure you I was saying resource. The Canadian language is a difficult concept for you Americans, I'm sure. We've got maple syrup in our mouth. We got that. Doesn't come out properly. Alright, so back to the race. Lap 19 of 50. No caution yet, but it's been very touch and go entire race. You can see Wayne King still kind of flirting with getting his lap back on that bottom line. Pretty wide pretty much the entire field. Very close. It's gonna shuffle things up once they pit if there isn't a wreck before then, as they go 4 wide in the back. Zach Shaw, Tristan Grace, and John Jacobs. Oh! Hello. There goes Zach Shaw. Caution is out. Looks like Zach Shaw got away with luck, with no damage. Do a quick replay of that one because I kind of saw that happen. I didn't think it was going to transpire into a wreck, but it did. See Tristan Grace involved. Still probably a little hungover from last night. Oh, and it might have been John Jacobs, though, the driver that kind of came down and just gave Zach Shaw a friendly little spin. No harm, no foul. Thankfully, it's all paved on the infield, and he did an excellent job saving that. Alright, back to live. Shaw looks to catch up. Bit of a stack up the backstretch. Hopefully nobody was damaged from that. Looks to be okay. Trying to figure out where they cross the line, I suppose. We are likely going to see pit stops this time by, but we are right on the verge of the window For fuel, I think they should be able to make it if we do a couple more caution laps after that. Yeah, I wish I could do lucky dogs in this, but it's... I mean, I technically could go on the track and do it, but then I can't really give anyone else their lap back if that happens. What do you guys think? Should I, when they go back green, should I jump on the track and give the 20 his lap back, or what? Let me know. He's going to be on the inside line, so he's going to be right up front at the restart if I do so, but we have the whole caution for you guys to debate amongst yourselves. Of course, I can only do it once, so it would indeed be a very lucky dog. Ooh, Jess, that's cold, man. That's fucking cold. Oh. Alright, we got one yay, one nay. Two nays. Why are you voting against yourself there, Will? Yeah, I can't bring up the text box when I'm viewing offline. You have to be in the car. Well, I mean, I agree, Will, but it's an exhibition race. This is meant to be fun and keeping everybody kind of included here. If it was points, obviously I would veto that super quick, but this is the all-star race, you know? We got to keep everyone in it. This is your only entry. So, I mean, like, you really don't have a chance here unless there's a huge wreck. So... Alright, so we got a couple yays, a couple nays. What does the champ say? Alright, I think we'll probably be doing that. Jumping on track. Alright, so Will's gonna start on the inside row. Pole position for the restart from one lap down to leading the pack. That is English, Jess. Dave, can you get the dictionary out and put in a the definition of abstain for our boy Jess here? The 20 is indeed the luckiest dog of them all. Owners voting to give him a generous 2.5 mile boost, putting him in the lead. Okay, well, hey, man, if this is the all-star race, and NASCAR always comes up with wacky fucking shit and all this, you know, these gimmicks to help the lower teams win. So fuck it, you know, let's do an MOT offline gimmick. Let's make the last place car the leader on the restart. Yeah, well, let's hope not. If anything, this 20 truck now has a huge advantage. So I hope you guys are careful with your voting, because he's got a lap advantage on fuel than you guys now. So who knows? Maybe the 20 car is the only one that can make it on fuel. It's going to be very close, that's for sure. But I think we're doing an extra caution lap now, so it should be okay. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, see? Good strategy for the win. Yeah. Gotta get things ready for the restart. Gotta put in my hacks. Get to see my special command center here. Okay. So, fun fact for all you guys relatively new to NR, if you use these codes, they don't work offline unless you put a $sign. So if you do that, it auto sends without you pushing enter, and it automatically just goes into the text chat and it'll send. So once we go green, I just gotta hit drive, push 9, and that 20 truck is back on the lead lap. That's unfortunate, Dave. You're gonna miss the end of this. All right, so here we go. Go back racing with 26 laps remaining. Got the 9 car somehow won the race off pit road. 48 was leading. He's shown down in 7th now. So you hit the backslash and then the number sign and then whichever number you want to private chat and then space and then whatever the message is and then you push enter and then it'll be like a private chat online. So backslash number sign and then the number of the car and then space in your message. So I hope nobody else gets kind of screwed on this deal now that we're going back to the restart. Or at least if another truck does come down pit road, hopefully it's a multi-car team like one of the Matitude Motors or Hughes Motorsports entries so they can afford a horse that drops out of the race. We're going back green flag racing. I'm gonna jump in the cockpit, give the 20 his lap back, and retire quickly. Here we go. 20 should be on the lead lap now. He's crossed the line, so that's why it didn't register previous lap, but he should be right up there when we go back to the line. Well, I think you kind of got screwed yesterday, Will, so getting screwed twice in 2 days is, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. It's fun, but not if there's money on the line. Go, Virginia Brock takes the lead now from the 20 truck. We have a full field again of 23 entries. Hey, where's the first, man? Welcome to the All-Star race. Should see that 20. Why didn't the 20 get his lap back? Yikes. Alright, well, whatever the final standing is, I'm gonna give the 20 that lap. I'm not sure why it didn't register. Oh, jeez. I'm not having a good day, folks. It's a very bad day to be in the booth today. Oh, man. That's okay. Oh, now it's... Oh, no, because I guess you were in front that lap. That's so weird. I did put in the right number, did I not? Yeah, I did. That is very bizarre. Oh well, 20's back on the lead lap. Let's just pretend. Things just keep getting worse and worse as we go on. Got 23 laps to go. It's tight as ever. 3 wide. See Zach Shaw recovering from his earlier spin. Trailing the pack, but probably not for long. There was no damage done to that 83 truck. 2 was also involved, as well as the 89. Not sure if they got a little damage from the minor contact. But even so, it shouldn't affect their drive too badly. I don't know if I've ever tried it for an AI car offline. Maybe that's why I can't do it for AI. Well, how strange is that you can't do that? You can do it for your player car, but you can't do it for another AI car. That's weird. See, game's 18 years old. I'm still learning about it. Anyway, we move on. There's no million jests. We went over this. It's double the prize money for an exhibition race. So if you finish first, you get a cool 100 grand. And then the next team, not driver, next team in the top of the standings will get the corresponding payout, and so on and so forth. So you're only getting paid for one entry, but it's double the amount, and there's only 23 cars here, so if I can just do some quick mental math here. What does 23rd pay out? 23rd pays out 23 grand in Truck Series, so that would be 46,000. Is the worst you're walking away with today, and 100 grand is the best. If I did $1 million today, that would completely ruin the dynamics of this game, and pretty much make them dominant for seasons to come. Geez, as much as I want one of my guys to win, I think if the 9 truck wins again, or the 89, you guys are going to start to cry foul. Winning 3 in a row is not a good look. Number 2 truck of Tristan Gray seems to have shaken off his hangover now, and he's starting to make his move to the front. Three wide. Yeah. I saw what happened with another offline league. Was not a good ending. Shockingly, he didn't win the Drivers' Championship, but he won just about everything else and put himself in very comfortable position for next season. See our champ Mike Carroll coming to the front. Lead maybe 1 or 2. Zach Shaw rebounding nicely from that spin earlier. They're 3 wide all the way down. Got about 18 to go. Literally anybody's race to this point. You guys wanted Daytona as the track venue. Certainly helps the teams that haven't upgraded as much. This is the product of racing you'll get. Anyone can literally win this. It's basically just a game of roulette with a dash of luck, and gonna see how this one shapes up near the end. We won't really have a clear picture of who the winner will be until maybe off of turn 4 of lap 50. So another thing I was kind of flirting with you guys, I wanted to ask you, I mean, maybe not for next season, just because we'll only have 2 series, but once we get 3 series going with trucks, Xfinity, and Cup, maybe like reducing the truck race length and keeping Xfinity around 25% and maybe making Cup a bit longer. Could certainly do that. So Cup or trucks right now this season was 25%. Could just reduce that 5% to 20, and make Cup 30. Keep it around the 25% mark, as I don't feel like calling a 3-hour race. That's just crazy. Let me know if you guys like that idea or not. We'll see. If that were to be the case, I might even just do like trucks and Xfinity on the same day and leave Cup for like the day after, or just the next race after that. It's I don't know, I've been thinking about it for a while. It kind of makes sense to do it. That's how it kind of is. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, Matt. You know, kind of like real life, you know, truck races are usually the shortest. Xfinity's kind of middle, and Cup obviously twice as long as Xfinity and truck sometimes, so yeah, no, I wouldn't put up with me broadcasting 100% offline races unless you guys want me to step away for the middle of it. I'll just come back for the ending. So any other changes for off season? I don't really have any more ideas. The driver free agent market was kind of my kind of the big thing for this off season. Once we all get settled with our new drivers and such, I will start getting things ready for the next season, and then from there we'll have a little exhibition race. And then we'll head on over to Daytona for round 1 of season 2. So yeah, like I said before, just get in your Xfinity team numbers right now, and your driver resource point re-rack, if you wish to do so. If not, just ignore that. Don't worry about it. Here we see our current drivers' ratings and cost updated in the list. By cost, you mean your owner driver cost? Or you won't be able to see the driver ratings. What you get is the overall ratings. And these are all letter grades, so like D- is the worst, A+ is the best, everything in between is C and B, plus and minus, and then so you'll get to see overall ratings in a letter format. You'll get to see current potential, which I said was basically just based off age, because like this isn't completely randomized. When it comes to that, I'm not gonna fiddle around with stuff like that. You'll get to see your driver's best, or all the drivers' best category. So out of those, you get aggression, consistency, finishing, qualifying, road course, short track, speedway, super speedway. I think that's all 8. So out of the 8, you'll get to see the best one, followed by a letter format, and then the worst one with the grade format as well. So those are the basics of stats that you'll get to see. You don't get to see any actual numbers because obviously if you see a higher number, you're just going to take the higher number. Like, it wouldn't make the game fun at all. As for costs, the cost, the formula I have is basically based off of how old they are. So basically experience from their age and what their current ratings are. So I've taken a mix of their total ratings out of 800, because 800 times 1, or sorry, 8 times 1 is 800. And I've divided it by whatever their current ratings are, and then I've factored in some age multiplier as well. So obviously older drivers are going to be better in this series, as well as better drivers are going to be more expensive. So that's kind of where I get the race cost bracket formula from. All drivers, like owner drivers, your guys, you'll see a small increase in race cost next season. That's, you know, just because everyone's pretty much gained more ratings here, and obviously everyone's a year older coming to the next season, with the exception of Casey Weber. He only has done 2 races, so I'm not going to age him 1 yet. Yeah, so all the drivers in the game and all the drivers that haven't been selected to drive yet are going to be on this list. I've grayed out the ones taken by teams, so you guys obviously can't take somebody else's driver. But you will see it. Everything is there for you guys to see. It's all transparent. You'll be able to see your own driver. You'll be able to see your rookie drivers, whatever other drivers you guys hire. It's all going to be there for you guys to view and sort through. So if you guys want to, like I said, I'm going to post it tonight so you guys can all see where everyone's at. Remember, these are updated from this previous season, so what you see is what you're going to get for next season. And from there, let me know if there's going to be any roster changes. And if everyone's, you know, kind of on it today or tonight, then we'll start drafting guys tomorrow. Yeah, so good question about the sponsors, Will. I'm going to... So here's what's going to happen. So let's take the Truck Series. Let's say the Truck Series is our only series right now. So if you have... All your owner drivers have... top tier sponsors. That's like the max you can get for this series. Obviously it's not going to be as much as Xfinity. We all know that because trucks are the lowest series. People don't want to pay money to see it. Rookie drivers are all basic, and senior drivers, depending on their ratings, are a mixture of top and mid-tier sponsors. So if, say, you have a senior driver, your driver, which is a prime, and a youth driver, if you drop your senior driver, which would have a mid-level sponsor, to a top-level sponsor, and you hire a rookie, they may not re-sign with you based off the rookie's ratings. And vice versa. If you want to, if you have a rookie driver and you want to sign 2 senior drivers on your team, and you want to keep that lower sponsorship, you're more than welcome to keep the lower sponsorship, but you could potentially be losing some money if you start looking for a new sponsor. If that makes sense to you guys, you know, you want, obviously this game is about making money and being successful and upgrading with the money. So, I mean, you can keep a lower sponsor if you like the brand or whatever. That's your call completely. But if you have a better driver and you're not maximizing your sponsor money, that's on you. But you can't have a good sponsor, like, say, for me, for example, I'm leaving the Truck Series and moving to Xfinity with my driver. I have Nations Rent or Rental or Quality Rental or whatever. They won't re-sign with my truck team because my best driver is leaving the series. It's also a bit of a mix of how your driver does over the last few seasons. If you have a really good sponsor and, you know, a senior driver and they're not performing, you could lose a sponsor that way. But yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of that. Hopefully I kind of cleared it up for you. Got four laps left in this race. I might have made it too long, but we haven't seen any action just yet, except for that one spin on lap 20, 25, 21, lap 21. Getting down to the nitty gritty now. 3 laps to go. We see Carlos Perez, race winner 4 times this season. I don't think he's won since Knoxville. It was pretty much the peak of his season, was that 4th win, and then it's been a terrible run since. Yeah, Keith, that's why I'm going to post the driver list tonight so you guys can mull it over. Look at what your options are and what you have and stuff like that. So you can look at it before you make any decisions. Obviously, that's what a team owner would do, right? You don't want to just fire somebody blindly in case you have like one of the better rookies. I'll explain more after this race. Let me just get through this All-Star. See Casey Weber looking to take the lead late as Liam Tanner now 2nd place in the Open. He's looking for his first win. Going up to that high line. Alex Jarvie trying to take the lead, but he got shuffled back as well. We got Vince Curtis now into the frame with Lily Holmes, race winner. Vince Curtis did not win a race this season, but he came close a few times, and a couple of exhibition races he was very good. Lap 50 now, final lap, and we got Lily Holmes to the lead with John Jacobs, the Open winner, taking the lead late. And it's not the first time an Open winner has potentially won the All-Star race. We got Catalina Schwartz now on the inside with Keegan Love Jr., another Open contestant who won his way in. We got Dave Grubb there, vying for 3rd place. We got, man, it is, everyone's jockeying their horses. Here comes Keegan Love Jr. to the inside of Catalina Schwartz. Is Schwartz going to get it or Keegan? Oh man, that was close. I think Schwartz got it. I think she got it. That's what the official standings are saying right now. Catalina Schwartz narrowly gets it. 5 thousandths of a second. How do you like them apples? Wow, so first time we were at Daytona it was 2 thousandths, and we come back for the 3rd time and it's 5 thousandths. Quick replay of the finish. Look at that. Just barely runs out of time. That is your margin of victory. You can't even see them crossing the line. It's so close. That is tight. See if we can get a better view of this. Ooh, just by a half a fender. Wow. That's close. That is very, very, very close. But congratulations to Catalina Schwartz. You are the All-Star champion. Not bad. You know, it was a pretty tough pill to swallow. You're in the championship 4 last night and just coming up a couple seconds short of a championship, and she pulls it off today. Excellent win. Not too bad at all. We got Dave Grubb again. 3rd place. Keegan Love Jr., an Open contestant, finishing 3rd. Gets 2nd this in the All-Star race. John Jacobs won the Open. He'll finish 4th. Danielle Baker rounding out your top 5. Not too shabby at all. Okay, so that was the All-Star race. Let me get back onto the nitty-gritty of the off-season. What was I rambling on about before the end of this race? Yeah, he's a good plate racer. Clearly, he just showed it twice in a row. It's only luck to a certain extent if you keep getting the same results over time. There's definitely some consistency there. You can see plates are definitely a strong suit. He won the exhibition race at Widowmaker, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, that was Daniel Banks, I think. But yeah, those Avalanche Territory Racing Team entries are very good on the super speedways. Can anybody remember what I was rambling on about before we had 3 to go? I was talking about sponsors. I can't remember. Anyways, guys, if you guys remember, remind me in Discord. I will explain everything to you guys there, and we'll go on to the off season now. It has officially started. We might have seen our last races for a couple of these drivers. Some of them haven't been performing, and some have, so we'll see what happens with the team owners' decisions. But that's it for season 1. Officially has wrapped up now. We are into the off season. Bring on the silly season stuff. We'll see how things shake up. Got a whole bunch of new names to remember, I'm sure, but I always like a challenge. So that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed the All-Star race. I'll see you guys on Discord, and I guess season 2 now. Take it easy.